Jim, are the winters now like the winters of our childhood?
Absolutely not. This storm today, obviously a little bit unusual, but it's been a few years. We're overdue for a snowstorm, but winters are much warmer certainly than they were 30 to 50 years ago. The planet's warming. Look at the active hurricane season. I mean, they're all more intense because, in my view, definitely because of climate change. But we're going to see a much colder winter this year than we had certainly last year, though.
So you're predicting a colder winter. What is the why of a colder winter?
It's going to be variable. Actually, all our research, we have a La Nina, a cool ocean current in the Pacific, suggests that March actually could be the coldest and snowiest in parts of the Northeast and upper Midwest. I expect a Christmas snowstorm, too, in parts of upstate New York, New England, maybe a foot of snow. This is due to the Arctic, actually, some changes over the Arctic and also La Nina.
Jim, what's changed the most whilst covering some of these storms over the last couple of years? I know they change in temperature and severity, but have companies and people been able to adapt better to them?
Certainly there's a lot more technology out there that lets people prepare, days and weeks in advance for these events. I actually saw this about a week to 10 days ago, and I see another one over Christmas. So there's more than enough time to prepare for these. But what has really changed, the oceans are so much warmer than they were 10, 20 years ago. That feeds these storms, increases water vapor, and creates these explosive hurricanes, which just go from a 1 to a Category 5 just in a matter of hours. And also the snowstorms tend to have a lot more moisture with them when they do fall. This past decade, and I believe partly because of climate change for sure, we saw 27 major nor'easters. That is 3 to 4 times more than any time in the last 5 decades. So I think you have to really pay attention to what's going on with the warming planet for sure.
Jim, I was reading this actually a quite amazing story saying, how Russia will win the climate crisis just because there will be enormous human migrations that will transform agriculture and remake the world order. And the way that Russia is with, its expansion towards Mongolia could actually win that. How will that change the U.S.?
How will it change? Well, we have to be influenced by what's going on around other parts of the world. I mean, the Chinese also are making incredible efforts to go zero carbon by 2050. Look at what they're doing with electric cars. NIO, looks up like 2,000%. That's going to be competing with Tesla because the Russians and the Chinese, they all realize we have to have a greener planet. And I certainly hope our next administration takes this much more seriously and goes in that direction.